Hi, Freddie.
Hi, Bob.
Hi there, guys. How are you today? Here we are. We're cooking with Bobby D again. And, you know, Freddie, I can't believe how much fun this has been to organize. You know, originally when Steve came up with the idea of cooking with Bobby D, I was like, oh no. But it's so much fun to work with you and our other people, Eliannah. You know, I want to get Brian in here and Joel, but to have you come to our house today and cook this wonderful dish is exciting. Today we're cooking the Ravioli Siciliano. It's a dish that's very popular in the restaurant, right? And believe it or not, the Ravioli Siciliano has been on our menu since 1999.
A long time.
Yeah. I asked Chef Nicky last night, I'm like, how long has it been on the menu? He said from day one. It's pretty cool, right? Using our vodka sauce bars today. The Ravioli Siciliano is a dish where the ravioli is stuffed with lobster. Fredy actually knows how to make and has made our raviolis.
Yeah.
Can you tell me how you make those? What makes them black?
The ink. We put a kind of ink, the squid.
The squid ink,
Yeah,
right?
the
Yes,
squid ink.
yes.
We just add it to the flour, the machine makes it for us.
The
And when
pasta
it's good,
machine, yeah.
When it's good, they put the layers on the machine,
Yes.
we cut it up, and then we take our lobster and we cut a cheese, I think some parsley,
Yes.
and then we just mashing it, mixing it,
Yes.
and then we made our little balls and we just put on the
Yep.
pasta, and then we put egg to seal it both
To
sides.
seal the ravioli.
Yeah.
And that's
we just
on
roll it up.
the mold.
On the molds.
Yes.
That makes the the shape.
The shape of the ravioli. I mean, look at these things. This is homemade in our kitchen from the Boot and Ambler. I mean, these things are beautiful. So we're stoked to be here today doing this. The other thing I wanted to share with you is this gentleman right here is responsible for packaging these sauce bars.
Yeah.
He is a one-man band, and he has done a beautiful job for us with our Legalized Marinara bar concept. You can see in here, this is our vodka sauce that is flash frozen in the restaurant. You can even see
The base on it.
the basil,
Right,
the
yeah.
fresh basil that's used in the sauce. You can see in the bar. Fredy makes sure everything's portioned out properly.
Right.
Everything's sealed properly,
Yeah.
and then everything's packed properly into these awesome boxes. There are 4 portions per box, which is really cool. So there shouldn't be any waste in theory. Today we're cooking for 2 people. We figure 1 bar per person is basically how it works, right?
Yep.
But this is
I've been doing that since day one.
yeah, that's right, that's right. So I'm going to take 2 out now because we'll set these aside because they're the 2 we'll use for today's recipe. All right, you guys, we're going to move to the stove soon. Stay tuned. All righty. Here we are at the stove, Fredy.
Back.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you too.
So, we're doing our Sicilianos we had spoken about earlier today, and I'm honored to be cooking this with Fredy. So
same.
we're going to share the duties.
Yep.
We're starting here with a tablespoon of olive oil, warming the pan under medium heat. Here is roughly estimated about a cup of red onion.
Yeah.
To what we call sweat down a little bit. We're going to cook these onions to get them started. Chefs like to use the term translucent. You cook the vegetable or the onion first to get that translucent, have it release its natural flavors.
Yep.
Once we get that to where we like it, we're going to add our prosciutto. It looks like we're getting things moving along there, Fredy.
Yep. Looks like.
You can feel free to add that prosciutto and get that going.
And add the prosciutto right
How much
there.
prosciutto do we say? About a half a cup?
About a half a cup.
Yep,
Yeah.
half a cup of diced prosciutto.
That's enough for 2 portions.
Yeah.
Now, if you make it more, then you need another half a cup.
Right. So, there we go, getting things going there. That looks great.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think you're ready for sauce bars there?
I'm ready.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'll take my sauce bar. I'm just gonna make some space right here.
Love it.
Put my sauce bar. That's one. The last one, right there.
Great.
It smells so good.
I
I can
know.
say that.
Making me hungry.
You want to make sure it doesn't get stuck in the bottom, so you want to move it. I'll do it at home when I need.
Yes, that's one of the reasons why I like using these pans, a non-stick pan like this.
Right.
You know, for the home cook, this is a great little tool for cooking anything. But these sauce bars, you know, moving them around like that, I think definitely, you know, facilitates that melting of the bar, you know, no question. The other thing too I like about it is, you know, the sauce bars, it's engaging you
So
as
yeah,
a chef, a home cook.
you can have the idea too.
You're participating in cooking the meal. It feels good. You know, you're contributing to it.
Yep.
Versus a jar. I mean,
Which
if
is
we,
already.
well, it's there, but I mean, what do? You take the jar, you dump
just
it
put
in,
it
you warm
in.
it up.
Yep.
You know, we can certainly enhance jarred sauce with the same ingredients. But the thing about these sauce bars is when we make these in the make the sauce in the restaurant and flash freeze it, we preserve the quality right on the spot.
Right away. It's getting good.
So I'm not getting a timing here, but this really isn't taking long. I thought that we would get this reduced down, and then that's when we would drop our ravioli. What do you think?
Right. Yeah.
Right? Because
Yeah.
then what we're going to want to do is handle those raviolis with care because
Right.
they are so
They're
beautiful.
beautiful.
And
you don't want to mess up.
handmade by those
By my hands.
hands. You're good on that stove, man. You know what you're doing over there.
Kind of.
One of the reasons why I like reducing it all the way down is so that sauce is really ready to go restaurant style, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, adding this starchy pasta water is something that we want to talk about a little bit. On our package and our procedure, we talk about adding 2 ladles of starchy pasta water. I think, in my experience, you know, in cooking with the bars, it's almost a little too much.
Yeah.
You've experienced that as well, right?
I think you don't have to put a lot of water, just
No.
a little bit, like
No.
just to get that.
So
tone.
today we're going to take that into consideration. We'll see, but it's really kind of more related to the consistency that you prefer, right?
And I don't think you need water though sometimes. Like you can see.
Like, look at it. I mean, it looks
sauce.
great. So I'm going to salt our water here for the raviolis.
Look at the sauce right here.
That's great. So I'm going to drop these raviolis for us. Because that sauce has really come together beautifully. These are our lobster raviolis. You have the sauce under control here.
Yep.
I was going to kick this down just a little lower for you because it looks like it's rolling along. What do we say like we like with these raviolis in cooking time?
About 7-8 minutes. I think they.
I think so too. Because these outer edges, you want to make sure that they're cooked properly.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a ravioli that's not cooked all the way
No,
through.
no.
That's not going to be what we're looking for.
And that's not gonna happen.
That won't happen here today. Not with you on the stove, buddy. Because the sauce is done and it's reducing down a little bit, we might want to add a little pasta water. But we'll decide when we're getting closer to getting the raviolis into the pan.
I mean, you can add water, but if you have enough sauce in the pan, I would say
Yeah.
just leave it like that.
Right.
That's why
So
you
we're
can
gonna
put
see
water.
we're gonna see what we like, and then we
Right.
can decide, right?
Yeah.
So it's really our preference.
Yeah.
Which is kind of nice.
Whatever you want to do.
It's great to cook that way. All right, buddy. Making the progress here. Nice work.
Okay.
So I'm gonna add, you can see these bubbles, there's these little white bubbles. That's our starchy pasta water. I'm adding one ladle there. It's about 4 ounces. You're stirring that into your sauce. And you can see here that our raviolis have floated to the top. That is the sign of the raviolis being cooked, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make Chef Nikki proud today. I'm gonna show Joel and Brian when we get back to the restaurant, right?
Yeah, we are.
So, these beautiful, like we like to do, for all of the pasta that we cook, you always have to finish in the sauce. That's the only way you can really get whatever pasta you're cooking covered appropriately with the sauce you're using. But look at the prosciutto and the onion. Isn't that nice?
Look at that.
Look at that. And you are loving the ravioli.
I am loving it.
That's
one of my
thing.
favorite dishes.
Yeah. It's one of the things that Chef Nikki always talks about too over the years. He's like, you have to talk to the food. Love thy food. I like when someone cooks for me once in a while.
I like to cook, to be honest.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. You got the moves. I love it. I'm not surprised.
I mean, I'm raised on a kitchen that my mom's always cooked.
That's
so I
right.
gotta be there all the time when she's cooking.
Yeah.
And I see all the secrets that she has.
That's great.
So,
That's the best way to learn. And you have a great family. You guys are always together like that around the table. That's a great thing.
Every time that I see my mom cooking,
Yeah.
I don't say nothing. I just go by next to her.
Yeah, that's
And I just help whatever she wants to.
And you know what? She likes that too. Which is a good thing. You have to take care of mom. Most importantly, right? I think what about your basil right there? Don't forget your basil.
I'm not gonna.
Alright.
Just getting ready for the ravioli.
Looks great,
So we're
man.
just gonna put basil on top.
Yeah.
There we go. And I'm
Nice.
just gonna mix it out like I was just doing.
Yeah, that's great. You ready to plate?
I'm ready to play.
Alright.
Alright.
Take it over there.
Alright.
Alright, we're ready for plating, huh?
I'm gonna play for Ravioli Siciliano right here. Make that great. So now we just, sauce.
Oh yeah, that goodness. That's really something.
So we just put it on top of each other, right here.
Wow. Alright, one of my favorite parts.
Cheese.
This is my favorite cheese, the Parmigiano Reggiano.
That's great.
Absolutely delicious. There you have it. Ravioli Siciliano.
You can see right there.
Great job, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Great
Thanks
job.
for having me.
Thank you.